Okay, here we are back again with more Mass Effect 3. And, yeah, in the last episode, boy, we sure did a lot. There was genophage cures, and there was facing down a Reaper on foot, and there was Morden dying, and then there was nightmares, and then there was chewing out the Solarian counselor, and there was a lot of tears, and a lot of feelings, and apparently I'm now Rex's sister, which is kind of awesome, but, we got even more stuff to do now because it just never ends. It just never ends. There's a galaxy to save. It doesn't end. I gotta talk to Hackett first.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
I guess not.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hackett out.
I think that's all stuff we've talked about before, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Let's look and see what where our forces stand. Alliance to Fleet. Krogan power grids. Alright, we have the Krogan. Rex is worth 30 points all on his own, which is pretty cool. The Krogan clans are 300 points, so they're all joining me. Clan Erdnot alone is worth 300 points. We also have some mercenaries that are scattered about. The Turian forces are also behind us now. After that coup, we're actually getting there with our effective military strength, which is pretty awesome. Let's talk to people though. I feel like I need to talk to people, you know? Like, I just gotta talk to everybody.
Bethany, you see the bids of the Maw taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been
No,
there.
you don't.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
You really don't wish you were there. Like, that was really scary, actually. I wouldn't want
Commander,
anybody there.
Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Noveria.
Okay. Hey, specialist trainer. So, do you want to talk about anything?
Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
Really?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy, though. I prefer chess.
I like chess, too.
I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we might have to try again.
Heck yeah.
It'd be more fun than playing Edie. Edie doesn't sweat.
Whoa.
You sweat playing
She's
chess?
hardcore.
Depends on how much fun we're having.
My gosh. Wow. If I wasn't already taken, I might take you up on that little come on there, trainer. What do we got? Mail. Oh my gosh, so much mail. Your regrettable decision. Oh, of course it's from the Dalatraz. Oh, shut up, Dalatraz. You're stupid. Making babies. Of course, Rex. Yeah, you want to make some babies. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, good. Eve is working in the Kelphic Valley. That's good. Impressive work from General Corinthus. From, the guy in Manai. That's good. Still fighting. Oh, from Shiala. It's from Zeus Hope. Right, this is from Zeus Hope. So Zeus Hope is still helping us out. Oh, a group of colonists on Pharos have mounted a defensive against arriving Reaper forces, holding them back long enough for civilians from nearby colonies to escape. The informal militia from Zeus Hope, said to be survivors of a savage Geth attack several years ago, has repelled the initial Reaper landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. The colonies are using improvised weapons as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogeny facility. This colony is our home, colony spokesperson Lisbeth Bainham said. We've survived worse and we know how to fight together. The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before more Reaper forces arrive. Good for you guys. Keep up the good work, guys. Nice. And they're a war asset. That's cool. Good for you. Let's see if Joker and Edie have anything to say. Oh, Garrus is up here.
Alright, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
You gotta respect the classics.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
What?
You're shitting me. The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Paladin.
Oh, you're
All right, why does
bullshitting.
the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one.
Seriously.
Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side is the rocket.
You guys are funny. I love it when you shit talk. Hey guys, can I shit talk with you?
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about Morden.
Yeah, me too. He was a good buddy.
He was a good man.
And a
Yeah,
good
he
man.
was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
Now he's a hero.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
A crazy hero.
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
Yeah.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
Yeah.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
You know, it feels kind of good. It does. It feels good to do something good in the world, you know? Like, there's a lot of shit going on. It feels good to actually make a positive change.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see something go right for a change.
Damn right.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty
Well,
scary, but...
Except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel. And then there was the Collector base,
Uh-huh.
but this one felt good.
Yeah, it really did.
And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster
Might be a
for
good
him.
idea.
Imagine the carnage if someone like that brother of his, Reeve, took over.
Yeah.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
No. I couldn't do that to Rex. I couldn't.
I could never bring myself to do that. No matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the
Yeah,
way.
genocide isn't cool.
Let's hope our luck holds.
For realsies. Where's Edie, I wonder? She's hanging out here somewhere, I'm sure. Let's go.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Okay. I mean, I'm heading down in the general direction of engineering anyway.
Hey, Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet.
It's a fair point.
Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
He is a pretty good shuttle pilot. Cortez!
That last drop on Tuchanka was intense.
Yeah,
I
it
tried
really was.
providing air support, but the sky was so full of Cerberus, it was like someone kicked a hornet's nest.
That's alright. You did what you could, man. I really like that, like, the companions sort of hang out with each other, they move around the ship, they talk to each other a little bit, like, that really trips my trigger.
Parts of Tuchanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything.
Yeah. They're pretty big. They're, like, all, like, mutated, you know, Godzilla-type things.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy. No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? Edie agrees with me.
But unlike Edie, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic.
Yeah.
You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over Edie's body when he does that. When Edie controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
I gotta agree with
Edie
Engineer
can direct
Adams.
the Normandy with her thoughts. She sees, hears, and feels through the ship's sensor arrays. The Normandy is her body.
I've seen Edie's body, and its curves are a fine sight better than the Normandy's hull.
So what do you think, Edie? Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Yeah, it's a little bit complicated, isn't it? But, Engineer Adams, you had something for me.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment?
Yes, I do.
Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
Okay.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle. At the same moment, the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
Oh, yeah?
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
What will this do for me?
Are these modifications really necessary?
It's a safety issue, not exactly critical. Under extreme conditions, like heavy bombardment to the kinetic barriers while traveling at peak flight speeds, plasma can vent into this compartment.
It would vaporize anyone standing in this room.
That sounds more serious than just a safety issue.
Well, under those conditions, odds are you're about to lose the entire ship anyway.
But we want every advantage we can get, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy it. That's 100% okay.
I'll look for one the next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
No problem. Anytime, guys, anytime. Let's see here. So Javik is back in Port Cargo.
Commander.
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And the Krogan we met, who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Mm-hmm.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished.
So survival of the fittest.
The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Cosmic imperative.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion, or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
No, I think it's our job to protect the people who are weaker than us.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
Everybody has something to offer.
Way of life.
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
No, she wouldn't.
Liara,
I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
Yeah.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
Really? Nah, I don't think so.
You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war. Taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known.
I mean, it's pretty much the only box Shepard's known either.
As stone is shaped by the one who carves it, the stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this and we'll both be set free.
Yeah, maybe. That's a really optimistic view of things, but, you know, I try to keep an optimistic outlook. It's alright. See if Diana Allers has anything to
This
say.
beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid. Commander, got a minute?
What do you want to know?
Guess. I
You've
guess.
just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
This is Krogan Redemption.
It's easy to remember the worst of Krogan history, but you also need to remember the best.
Meaning?
The Krogan were heroes once, and they want to be heroes again. We're giving them that chance.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
Well, that's not my problem.
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval.
Okay. I guess, sure. Can help him out, I guess. Might help out a little bit. Get some more points. Okay, so let's go to crew deck, I guess. See what else we got going on. Edie's in the AI core. Okay. Liara's in her cabin, as usual. See if Liara has anything to say.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that. Just leave it alone. Intel from Battle of Arcturus. Telemetry captured from Arcturus station shows just how quickly Reapers poured in from the relay and tore through Alliance fleets. VIs can analyze hostile fire and the data collected to increase weapon damage. They can also spend processing power looking for ways to improve shielding against Reaper weapons. So basically shield strength or weapon damage. Let's do weapon damage. Anything new here? Mass relay traffic reports. Yeah, massive increase in Widow, which is where the Citadel is. Charon is unavailable. Shanxi Theta is unavailable. Dr. Locke to Admiral Hackett. Security almost opened fire on the Rachni when their ships pulled up to the Crucible, Admiral. I had to invoke your name more than once before they were let on board. They're following instructions, but my god, do I have to tell you how nervous everyone on the project is to see Rachni strutting down the halls? They almost gave Professor Lau a fit. I'll let you know how our next staff meeting goes. Yeah. Grunt. Trying to mate with Solarian females doesn't count as fighting. I love you, Grunt. Alright. Hey, Liara.
Busy? I have time if you'd like to talk. In fact, I could use the distraction.
I could too.
What's on your mind?
How long it took the Reapers to eradicate the Protheans, and how long they'll need for us. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. We're not quite so widespread, but it would still take at least 100 years. It's selfish, but I keep thinking that if we fail, I'm only 109, Shepard. I could live to see the entire cycle come to an end.
Yeah, gee, that young?
Only 109, huh?
I know. It must seem strange to complain about a 1,000-year lifespan. I used to think it was sad that most aliens live such short lives. Maybe it's not such a privilege to outlive so many. To witness so much death.
Look, it's not over yet, okay? I feel like Shepard's the kind of person who, like, no matter how sort of gloomy her own outlook is, she's gonna try to keep a positive outlook for everybody else, right? You gotta make other people believe. You can't let other people know how bad the situation really is, right? Like, you kind of gotta keep that to yourself. So everybody else is like, no, you gotta look on the bright side. You gotta be optimistic. And then maybe like with Garrus or somebody, she can be like, yeah, you know, this actually sucks pretty hard.
Don't drive yourself crazy about this, Liara. We're still in the fight.
Only because you're still driving it forward.
Wow.
We finally have other leaders on our side, but none will take us as far as you can.
You believe in me.
Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
That's rough. Yeah, I have friends like you.
I think of the people I care about. That helps keep me going.
That's true enough.
I'm glad I'm among them.
Of course you are.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
I feel better already.
We're like besties, Liara. Come on.
Why don't we talk later?
That's fine. It's all good. I'm gonna go see Edie now. Edie's in the...
Commander.
Thanks, Glyph. Bye, Glyph. Edie's got something. I wonder if Edie's got something for me. I don't know if she does or not. She might. She's over here, I believe. Not sure what she's doing in her own AI core, but...
What are you up to now? I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities. That one was small?
Yeah.
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Yikes.
We'll keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Yeah. That's, yeah. Agreed. I think that's everybody. Yeah, because it's just CIC, and I already talked to the people in the CIC. Let's just go up to the cabin. I need to hang tight. I need to hang loose for a little bit, you know? Take a break, feed my fish. Fish. Fish that don't die. That's good. Because next time, I think we gotta go back to the Citadel. Yay. I am gonna probably I don't have to worry about this quite yet. I'm gonna just go ahead and do priority the Citadel right away, because that's kind of a point of no return, and it'll change some things. But this is not going to disappear for doing priority the Citadel, so that should be all right. And then once we're done with priority the Citadel, I might clear out this fighter base, and then I'll probably do a DLC at that point before moving on with the plot. So yeah. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later!